Hi, I'm Madeline Ronzoni. I'm a business owner and a content creator, and I make rugs.
Hi, Madeline.
Hi, Kristy. So nice to meet you. Today I'm sitting down with Kristy with Love by Kristy, and I'm so excited to talk with her and give her some advice about where she can go next with it. I love your quilts.
Thank you.
They're so gorgeous. When I was first starting making rugs, I didn't really have that contact for advice and help with what I was doing, so I really hope I can provide some of my own expertise from my experience of building happy rugs with Kristy. Here's the steps I would take if I was starting today. How did you get started with quilting?
I've always been creative and I've always been drawn to the textile world. I'm an illustrator also, so I wanted to see my work as quilts.
So then what inspired you to pivot and decide to create content about your quilting?
There's a lot of curiosity about how I make them and what's inspired me along the way. I love the idea of building an audience of people who are interested in what I'm doing.
Yeah, and like creating a community around your quilts and your brand.
That's what I would love to learn from you, hopefully, today.
I think I have a couple of ideas that actually might help you.
It's a brand new dance, a brand new.
When you're starting a business, it can be really hard to find where to invest your time and energy.
I had a baby 2 years ago and I would love to scale and I would love to grow my audience, but making quilts all day for me isn't sustainable and I have bigger dreams than that. So my question for you is if you find yourself struggling to find balance between the brand partnerships and then your own artistic vision.
Yeah. If you want to scale, systemize. Your creativity deserves structure. You need a team, whether that's someone handling your brand partnerships or hiring some local quilt makers to make the quilts with you. It frees up a lot of your time and also makes it more fun. Like you have a team, you have people to ask questions and you build something together and it feels more fruitful.
Ooh, very cool.
One thing I'm so glad that I invested in early was my branding. That's been a building block for so many of my successes and has delivered so much value. I love your page so much. I'm obsessed. I want to know, what do you have in place for branding right now?
Honestly, I just designed the logo that I thought would look cute, and I don't consider myself a graphic designer really, so I would love to level up.
So I would suggest starting to create a brand identity and a branding deck. And one of the things you can use is Firefly boards. So you can pull inspiration from all different sources, images, put them on the board so you can kind of get a feel of what you like and what you want your brand to look like.
So it all feels like very cohesive.
Very cohesive, and you can share and collaborate with others. So to get started on branding, I would recommend collecting a mood board. And then you can take that to a designer and help get it developed into a brand. My next piece of advice is to weave parts of yourself in your own business and product. True authenticity will help you stand out and be a genuine connection point. So outside of quilting, do you have any hobbies? What do you enjoy?
I hike a few times a week, hanging out with my dogs and my little girl, playing with her.
I find that I get a lot of my inspiration from things I do outside of rug making. For example, one of my favorite drinks are boba teas. And one of the first rugs I ever made was a boba tea. So you like hiking, what would be like a hiking quilt?
I love that idea.
Please tell me you've made a quilt of your dog.
That's a great idea. I need to, my 2 dogs.
Wait, I need one of my cats.
Yes!
Do you do custom commissions?
I mean, for you? Yeah.
Love that. My next piece of advice, show behind the scenes of your business whenever you can. Have you ever thought of like showing packing videos, doing vlogs, showing more of your personal life and your day-to-day?
I am kind of shy, to be honest. So I struggle with knowing how much to share and how to be authentic on screen.
When I first started filming, I was so nervous, I was so shy. But the more and more you do it, the more and more you try, you'll look back and you'll be like, oh my God, I've improved so much. You just kind of have to get used to it and get uncomfortable, and then you'll see you'll improve, and I think your audience would really enjoy it.
Okay, this is great. I feel like now I can see that you don't have to have it all figured out. Just get started and jump in.
Yeah. Invest in a few simple pieces of gear so you can make content anytime, any place. You don't need to have every fancy gadget. But one of the things that helped my content creation was getting a light so that I could work at night and definitely film in 4K. You want quality, crisp content. I'd recommend getting a microphone, just those crispy, crunchy, satisfying sounds.
Like sound isn't in your videos, like an ASMR kind of thing?
Yeah, so satisfying.
Okay.
That way, maybe you don't want to put music on a video, you can't find the right sound, you just need the sound of what you're making. Having a good light and a tripod transformed the quality of my content and let me do it on my own schedule.
After I start implementing some of these things and my audience is growing, what advice do you have then?
Follow whatever momentum you have, even if you don't feel ready. A good plan today is better than a perfect plan tomorrow. I deal with a little bit of perfectionism sometimes, but I think once you get started, not only you get the momentum, but it tells the algorithm, I'm starting this new thing, pay attention to my content. When I first discovered punch needle embroidery, I had no idea that people would actually care about me making this tiny punch needle rug that took me over a week to make. To my surprise, it went viral, and I decided just to follow that momentum, and it took me here to where I am today.
Madeline, this has been so great hearing about your journey and also the branding, the colors, and keeping everything cohesive, creating one of these firefly boards. It gives me a little kick in the butt, and I feel inspired to get working on some of these things. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad that I could help. I hope you come away from this feeling inspired and ready to take the next steps, so just go ahead and get started. Download the workbook in the description and find out what next steps work best for you.